All right, let's talk about Wonder Man, the new Disney Plus series from Marvel, because it might just be the absolute weirdest thing to hit the MCU. We're talking about a full-on Hollywood satire, complete with secret superhero rules and some truly wild celebrity cameos that, trust me, you're gonna need explained. So you might be looking at this and thinking, wait, is that really Olaf from Frozen and Cypher from The Matrix in a Marvel show? The answer is yes, and the story of how they got there is a hilarious rabbit hole involving some serious in-universe celebrity drama. But before we get to the cameos, you really need to understand the world of Wonder Man. This is not your typical save the world, sky beam in the sky kind of story. Nope. This is all about the messy, chaotic, and frankly, ridiculous world of Hollywood. Most MCU heroes are trying to stop an alien invasion or prevent a city from falling out of the sky. Our hero here, Simon Williams, he's a down-on-his-luck actor who's literally hiding his superpowers just so he can get a job. It's a total flip of the script. And here is the absolute key to this whole thing. This version of Hollywood has this bizarre industry-wide rule called the Doorman Clause. Basically, if you have powers, you are banned from working in entertainment, period. So where did a rule that specific even come from? Well, the story behind this clause is a genuinely wild ride, and it all starts with a superhero you've probably never heard of named Doorman. And believe it or not, it involves the actor Josh Gad playing himself in what might be the worst onset accident of all time. Okay, so check this out. A random nightclub bouncer gets superpowers. The real Josh Gad casts him in a movie. The hero gets way too famous, way too fast, and starts drinking heavily. And it all leads to this moment on the set of the sequel, where a stunt goes horribly, horribly wrong, and Josh Gad gets, well, sucked inside of the superhero. Yeah, this whole thing, which became known as the Doorman incident, was such a massive, public, insurance nightmare of a disaster that the entire entertainment industry got together and created the Doorman Clause, just to make sure nothing like it could ever, ever happen again. And just to give you a taste of the show's humor, here's a quote from the in-universe Josh Gad, joking about how much method acting he had to do to prepare for the role of himself. It's that kind of clever, self-aware comedy that really makes this series pop. So that completely explains the whole Josh Gad situation. But what about our other mystery guest, Joe Pantoliano? Well, his appearance is tied directly to our main character, Simon, and a familiar face who was hired to spy on him. So here's the deal. Simon is auditioning for a movie, but the government thinks he's hiding powers. So they hire the one and only Trevor Slattery. Yes, Ben Kingsley is back to be his co-star and spy on him. But when an accident happens on set, Slattery decides to take the blame, gets arrested, and suddenly the movie needs a new co-star. And that's where Joe Pantoliano comes in. He's not some new villain. He's playing a version of himself who gets hired to be Simon's new sidekick in the movie. He is literally the on-screen replacement for Trevor Slattery. And you just gotta love this. Pantoliano shared this amazing little story from behind the scenes about how Sir Ben Kingsley gave him the nickname Lord Trousers. It's just perfect for the quirky, self-referential vibe of this entire show. So after all this madness, after all these cameos and weird Hollywood rules, where does this leave us? Well, it seems like the story of Josh Gad, at the very least, is far from over. Get this, the showrunner has actually gone on record and confirmed that yes, Josh Gad is still alive and kicking in the MCU. He's just, trapped inside another person's dimensional pocket. And he's promised a full-on rescue mission if they get a season 2. But here is where it gets really interesting. He also dropped a hint that after being stuck inside a transdimensional being for that long, Josh Gad might not come back the same. He could actually come out with his own set of superpowers. Can you even imagine a superpowered Josh Gad in the MCU? And that really leaves us with one final thought. Wonder Man has kicked open this very strange, very meta door for the MCU. It's blending real-life celebrity with superhero chaos in a way we've never seen before, which makes you wonder, what other bizarre Hollywood stories are out there waiting to be told? And who's gonna get trapped next?